You are a modern prophet for the digital age. You're not under attack because you're powerless. You're under attack because you're powerful. Shadows don't gather where there's no light. What do we have at the foundation of the reading? Five of Wands, Leo energy at the foundation of the reading. And this literally just followed what I said in regards to the enemy trying to break you. There's something taking place inside your energy right now. And I feel that there's a campaign that has been formed against you to drain you. They weren't able to take you out in the way that they had originally planned. And I feel that quite a lot of time has passed since this happened. And there's this sort of building up that I'm beginning to sense here. I feel that as time has gone on, you've just remained focused on your own path. But there's also been a lot of evidence that has been mounted against these people who have been relentlessly targeting you for all of this time now. You've just sat back and you have watched the way they move, the way they get down. And what you have now is an overwhelming amount of information in regards to these people. And they don't know what to do. I feel that they're all fighting amongst each other. They're scrambling. It's like individuals harassing and targeting you for quite possibly years. And then one day you just finally bite back. You just finally snap. You can only poke the bear so many times before it rips your head off. And that's exactly what's happened here. They didn't expect this. And now you are truly starting to see how cowardice these people are. It's like you finally bite back in some capacity, or I feel that the way it's showing up inside your everyday waking life is just saying, hey, I know what you're doing. I know it's you. Insert their name here, right? And they don't know what to do now. They weren't expecting this. But that's the thing. Spirit has been working with you this entire time. They've been targeting you, but they didn't even stop to think that maybe, just maybe, all of this was going to lead to you actually striking back. These are the kinds of people that will come for you, and then when you strike back, they'll turn around and point the finger at you and say, God, you're such a demon, right? They'll victimize you, but then become the victim themselves when you strike back. Textbook narcissistic projection. This is how narcissists get down. Right? They're big and bad, but as soon as you strike back, they've got their tail between their legs running. They have a completely jaded perception of reality and life in general. They have no idea what they're talking about. They live a life of complete delusion. And a lot of these people have God's name in their mouth. God doesn't know these people, period. These are the same kinds of people that think that when a light being, you, strikes back, that makes you a demon. That makes you demonic, which is a clear indication that these individuals do not know Scripture, but yet they talk like they do. The Bible is probably the most violent piece of literature ever known to man. But somehow these people think that unless you are moving in an energy of peace and love and just a complete pushover, that God does not walk by your side. But I feel these people are about to really find out how God gets down. The divine has seen everything these people have done to you, this campaign that they have formed against you, and Spirit has allowed them to expose themselves to this capacity so you would have something to work with in the material realm to bring these people to justice. What do we have the sacral, please? Three of Wands, Aries energy at the sacral. It's very important that you stay resilient. These individuals, I feel, are trying to double down. These people are covert, narcissistic psychopaths. They don't just lie. Every single word, every action, every tear is calculated. Don't you forget this. These people don't just live double lives, okay? These people live multiple lives, engineering false realities, just like they're trying to do in your life in many other people's lives. If you think you're the only one, you're not. Their path was to be the demon that you brought to justice. Let me repeat that. Their path is to be the demon that you bring to justice. This Three of Wands at the sacral position is you standing before all the evidence, is you seeing very clearly now this intricate web of lies and deception that they have weaved all around your life. Everything is happening in a divine order. Everything is going to plan. You have nothing to be afraid of because you are moving as you have been divinely ordered by the Most High. Spirit is guiding all of your steps. Your intuition at this time is on point. It's strong, it's powerful. And if this message resonates with you and you've been putting the work in, you are about to have a level up for everything that you have been through that your mind cannot even possibly begin to conceive just yet. Because I feel that most of you have been in the weeds with this energy for a long time. It's just something that you have become so used to dealing with that you almost don't know any different. You just figured, oh, well, I guess this is just my lot in life. This is what I have to deal with. But no, the ending is nearing, and what you have been foreseeing, what you have been envisioning as a final outcome to this situation is on approach. And what you're going to witness is everything unfolding in a very meticulous fashion with every detail that you have envisioned in perfect place, in perfect harmony with what you intuitively felt would eventually happen. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Wow. Ten of Swords, Gemini energy at the solar plexus, the Devil, Capricorn energy at the heart. So there's most definitely an ending taking place here to this situation. You will be breaking free of this. This will not continue much longer into the future. I feel that Spirit has been guiding you to take the actions necessary to start reclaiming your power as a means to finally detach yourself from this situation. Everything you need is at your disposal. The only thing I feel that is standing in your way of taking that next step is quite possibly some fear that you need to overcome because of how serious this situation may be for some of you. This is a war, and Spirit is right by your side. You cannot be harmed. You cannot be touched. You walk with the armor of God. And this is all a result of your dedication, the relationship that you have nurtured with the Most High, with Spirit, with God, with the Divine. You've been loyal. I'm seeing somebody in meditation right now. I feel for a lot of you that could be you, or it could just speak about how deep your connection is with Source. See, what's interesting here is these people that come for you, they'll swear that they are doing God's work. But like I said, God doesn't know them. These people don't pray. These people don't meditate. And if they do, it's only because they want something, or it's only because they've done something and now they're scared of the repercussions of their actions. But they were nowhere to be found when God did want to have a relationship with them, when God did want to show them the right way. No, they were communing with the devil. But you walked a lonely path. You put the work in, you put the time in. You went without for too long. You sacrificed everything just for your connection with the Most High. You put it before everything. And that's why you have favor. Not to mention the fact that you are not out here trying to create chaos and destroy other people's peace. You create peace. You create healing. You create awakening. You are a hand in the darkness when others are looking for a way out. These people are nothing. They're pathetic. And they are truly about to feel the weight of their actions rain down upon them. These people are going to be downgraded to a vibrational level that will take them several lifetimes to begin crawling out of. And this is all a result of their wickedness. It's karmic law. This is what they have coming to them. They tried to play God. They thought they were invincible. These same people have gone an extended period of time without receiving karmic consequences for their actions. But little did they know, there was a case being constructed against them this entire time. And I just heard, evil must hide in plain sight, for the rules of the universe demand that the deceived must consent to their deception. So what this quote really says is that when somebody forms weapons against you like this, it's universal law that they must show you that they're doing this, right? Which I feel is what has been going on. I feel that a lot of people in this energy as well definitely been doing some sort of black magic or energy manipulation against you, which is just all bounced back and hit them. You may have tasted a little bit of this just so you knew what was happening, but none of it actually hit. It wasn't strong enough to penetrate the fortress that represents your divine protection. But every weapon that was formed against you, you knew exactly where it came from. They showed you what they were doing because, as this quote clearly states, it's the rules of the universe that you must know. It cannot be hidden. You see, when somebody consents to the evil that is being formed against them, the evildoers can evade karma, can evade the consequences of their actions. And this is obviously something that we see on the world stage in politics. We all know that we're being deceived. We all know that the worst enemy that we have ever faced is our own power structure. But unless we do something about it, they keep getting away with it. This is why now, the world over, we're starting to see a lot of revolutions take place. We're seeing a lot of change because people don't want to put up with it anymore, and people understand this. It takes a lot to come up against a power structure, but typically speaking, when the people rise up, we soon figure out that there's way more of us than there is of them. And this is exactly what we are seeing here. And this is an interesting topic that we're getting on because we're seeing how there's this sort of macro to micro situation that's playing out here. You're dealing with this revolution in your own personal life, and we're also seeing it take place on the world stage. And then right on the bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands and Judgment. Okay, so 7 of Wands, here they are coming against you. All right, these are two of the most horrendous energies in the tarot. These are weapons being formed against you. And here you are by yourself, fighting all of this off. And then Judgment. Spirit coming through to protect you, to guide you. I just heard Spirit has your back. What do we have at the throat, please? Six of Cups, Scorpio energy at the throat. Okay, I'm hearing something about this being connected to some sort of past life situation, which doesn't surprise me. This is something that was left unresolved, and I feel that it's trying to come to an end in this particular life cycle. Simply put, the same enemies you face now are the same enemies that came against you in another life cycle. It's the same story playing out at a different time in history. These people are trying to pull you back in to a cycle that you have already closed out. By any means necessary, they want to drag you back down into this karmic cycle that you have moved on from. I'm picking up on this absolutely vile, disgusting energy that these people are housing within them. It's obviously the principalities that are controlling them, but I can sense it. I can feel it. It's so dark. It's so pathetic. It's so low vibrational. It's so evil. This is what you've overcome. This is what you've broken free from. An absolute living nightmare. And these people want to pull you back into that. They want to tell you that everything that you're trying to build in your life is unrealistic. It's not real. And for some of you, you've already done it. You've already built it. But yet they try to minimize everything that you have accomplished. They're trying to make you second guess your own reality. I'm also hearing some things here about people abusing alcohol and drugs, especially with the 6 of Cups next to the Devil and the 10 of Swords. These people are trying to numb the pain, numb the reality of their situation. They're trying to escape what they have done. Right on the bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. Perfect. So this is them. They're trapped in their own head, trapped in their own mind. It's all a part of the karmic consequences of their actions. They have built their own prison cell based off of guilt, based off of this intricate lie that they have weaved around your life in this situation. You're free. You're on your way. You have nothing to worry about. But these people, they have yet to start their tour of hell, and they're taking the scenic route. What do we have at the third eye, please? The Star and the 7 of Swords. Perfect. Literally followed what I said. This is you, the Star. You have nothing to worry about. You have the world in the palm of your hands. You're right where you need to be. You're on your path, and you're following your higher guidance, aligning with your mission, your purpose as a means to complete your destiny in this life cycle. This was all a part of it. You had to fight this war to get to where you are now. And here they are, forming these weapons against you, not realizing that everything they have done has been seen and accounted for. They're walking into their own trap, about to take the scenic tour of hell. Aquarius energy with the Star and the 7 of Swords. Your energy is right here. This is all speaking about them. You're in this energy where you're just kind of looking. You're like, how could they not think that I wouldn't realize it was them? They couldn't possibly be this stupid. I'm also hearing something about linguistic fingerprints. Now, a linguistic fingerprint is a unique way of people writing or speaking that can be used to identify them, right? Now, most of the time, when people are writing or they're communicating, they don't even realize there's things in there that can identify them. And I feel that either you have recognized something here or Spirit is telling you to take a closer look. And the most common way that I've personally seen this is when somebody uses the same grammatical error, right? Maybe they use punctuation wrong. Maybe they space something kind of strange. Maybe they use an abbreviation of a word that you have never seen used anywhere else before, but when this person uses it. Also, I'm hearing that there are no coincidences at this time. Everything that is being shown to you is by Spirit's doing, meaning Spirit is trying to create an avalanche of evidence so you start putting all the pieces together. This is all because of this Venus in retrograde. This is an interesting retrograde because it's almost like we're going back to these certain situations, connecting to family, connecting to any sort of relationships in our life, and we're starting to see something reveal itself. There's a kind of deception that's being uncovered. But the silver lining to all of this, and this is the message that I've been waiting to deliver to all of you, is that all of this happening now is a clear indication of what you are preparing to step into with this star card at the third eye. Your visions, this season of your life where you're on top, is a breath away. Stay strong. You are so close. This is one of these energies where you're just going to wake up one day and realize that you're on the new timeline and that all of this is in your past. And I feel, realistically speaking, when Venus comes out of retrograde, which is the middle of next month, and then we're going to be dealing with the post-shadow energies of it, I would say that in the next 2 to 3 months, I feel that you're going to start seeing the positive effects of all of this. It's when you're really going to start to realize that you've arrived, you're there, you've crossed the threshold. But you mustn't let your guard down, spiritually speaking, or allow these attacks to make you second guess the moves you're making, because they're trying to use this psychological warfare to get in your head. It's pathetic, and none of it lands, but it can be a drain to deal with. So you do what you need to do to protect yourself from all of these attacks and keep pushing forward. If you knew how close you were, you'd be running right now. But you don't have an indication of this yet, so it almost feels like you're still out in the middle of nowhere. But you're not. You're very close to the edge. And they know it. And this is why they're taking their actions to the extreme. What do we have? The foundation, please. The sun, boon, Leo energy at the foundation. And there it is. So there's this energy here where you have this sort of lingering doubt. It's like you can't focus on the positive right now. They're trying to really cloud your perspective, or they're trying to use this psychological warfare to get into your head that you're not going to succeed in the actions that you're taking. But this tactic that they're utilizing isn't original. It's all a part of their plan. They've already admitted their guilt by way of the evidence that you have. There's nothing more left to say to them. There's nothing more left to do than what you know you need to do if you haven't already. These people are trying to create a false reality, one that they can pull you into, a kind of upside down, where good is bad and bad is good. Everything they say, everything they do comes from this sort of altered perception of what true reality really is. These are some of the divine's fiercest enemies. These individuals don't even know that some of the most powerful rulers of the underworld are using them for their bidding. That's why when you have to deal with these people, you can taste the evil. You can taste the poison. You feel the disgust. It's because you're picking up on the principalities that are using them as vessels to deliver the underworld's bidding to destroy you. This is a clear example of light versus dark, angel versus demon. And even though you may see yourself as just a human trying to get by, what you house spiritually is so powerful that they have to go to these extremes to destroy you and to bring you down, because they're so scared of who you are, what you know, what you're going to become, and they don't like the fact that you hold the power, you hold the keys. You're the one that calls the shots, not them. What do we have at the sacral, please? Wow. High Priestess, Dandelion. So there we are. Angel, demon, light, dark, divine, underworld. And there's this sort of pull, right? So Also, subconscious and conscious mind here. They're trying to disconnect you from your higher guidance. It's interesting how I just placed this card underneath the devil and I let it sit there for a minute because it's supposed to go right here. It's like they're trying to reroute your higher guidance through this devil energy here. I just heard intercepting God. Okay, so I feel like that really says it all. And the way that they can go about doing this is by trying to implant these ideas, this self-doubt into your mind. They don't want you to listen to your inner voice. They're trying to block your intuition. The only way they can block your intuition is if you begin to second guess yourself. You need to stay strong. Do whatever you have to do to also maintain your energy right now and stay in a very high vibrational state. Okay, don't allow people to try and convince you that just because you react, just because you bite back when provoked, that you're not of the light. This sort of idea is one of the most ridiculous things that I have ever heard. Because like I already mentioned, the Bible in and of itself is the most violent piece of literature known to man. Peace comes after war. And right now, when you are provoked to this level, there is no other way. I also feel that a lot of you are so well aware of how energies work that you can actually utilize the lower vibrational energies to your advantage. So when they form weapons against you, you're able to take that and transmute it into something positive and strike back, however spirit guides you to do so. Now, you must always allow the divine to fight your wars, fight your battles, but there will be times when the divine says, hey, we need you to do this, right? Now, there's a million different ways this can show up, but it might have to do with you taking some sort of action in your waking life. The divine saying to you, hey, we're arranging some things for you behind the scenes, but we need you to go and do this. We need you to file this report. We need you to do that, do this, right? Just stay open and just stay aware. Stay prayed up, stay protected, spiritually and physically. Very important. Always be prepared to stand up against whatever may come your way, however that shows up for you. What do we have? The solar plexus, please. Hagenti, Queen of Pentacles, at the solar plexus. I just heard very clearly that there's an individual here, individuals that sold you out, a kind of Judas energy. Somebody who basically threw you under a bus because they thought that they would have some sort of gain from doing so. But now I feel all that's happened is that this person has got themselves caught up in something that they cannot get out of. They are complicit and they know it. And them knowing what has been taking place this whole time makes them a target to the puppet master who devised this plan to begin with. They've gotten themselves caught up in something that will be the end of them. If they're not taken out by the justice system for what they've done here, they'll be taken out by this puppet master, and they know it. They're scared. That's why they're doubling down. I feel like this person is the bridge between you and the puppet master. They're trying to regain control because they've exposed their hand. I feel like this person has also upset the puppet master. 5 of Wands at the foundation. They're fighting amongst each other. You did what? How could you allow them to see that? What do we have at the heart, please? 2 of Wands, Halifax at the heart. Now, I'm picking up something here about somebody trying to falsely extend an olive branch. Basically, they're trying to feign peace or a reconciliation, but there's some sort of ulterior motive to manipulate the situation that is connected to all of this, right? Greasy salesman. They only have 3 fingers, right? Don't trust them when they're not even shaking your hand with a full set of digits. And see how deceptive this person looks? They're trying to act like they're sticking their neck out for you, that you can trust them. And I'm hearing something about this being a tactic to get you caught up in some sort of maze. It's a trap, in other words. This is unexpected. You don't see this coming. And as much as you want peace right now, as much as you want all of this to just go away and be done with, don't fall for this. They may even try to send in an old friend or something, somebody trying to soften you up. Just be careful with anybody that is trying to enter your life right now, especially with Venus in retrograde. Don't entertain anybody. Stay to yourself. Keep progressing forward. There's nothing left to be said. Nobody can do anything in regards to this situation. Justice is the only thing left, and they're going to try and do everything they can to stop it from getting to that point because they know what's coming for them. Perfect. Queen of Swords. So this is the energy that you need to be in right now. Very perceptive, very organized as well in the way you're moving right now. You need to be moving in a very methodical, very deliberate manner at current. Don't allow anybody into your energy, into your space. I just heard batten down the hatches, okay? A storm is about to touch down. I just heard Spirit is about to sweep into these people's lives and deliver a blow to them that will knock them back into the Stone Ages. What do we have at the throat, please? 10 of Wands, Sag energy at the throat. God humiliating the proud. This to me looks like Spirit sweeping into these individuals' lives and turning everything upside down. These people are dealing with an overwhelming amount of burdens in their everyday waking life. This can show up in many different ways. Bills piling up. I just heard poverty for some people. Some people could be out of work here. Some people could be preparing to lose their housing. Some people could be drinking excessively, doing drugs, just all of the things that come when you form these kinds of weapons against a soldier of the light. What did you think was going to happen? You also understand that the process of all of this has seen you take a few L's as well. You know this, but you've been prepared. It's nothing that you haven't been able to handle, which is just further proof of how resilient you really are. I feel that you have everything you need. See, this is where they got you wrong. You were built for this. You're well equipped. Spirit has been guiding you through this, helping you to weather these storms, preparing you for what may come. And you've listened. You've passed with flying colors. This is why you've made it this far. What do we have at the third eye, please? 7 of Wands. Leo energy at the third eye. The expected God, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. So this speaks about the people you're dealing with in your physical reality and the principalities. And the 7 of Wands, which we already saw from one of the other decks, represents these weapons that are being formed against you. It goes hand in hand with the 5 of Wands because it's showing us that there's a group effort here. There's not just one, there's not just two, it's a whole group. Quite possibly 7 or more people are involved in this situation. And they're trying to wear you down so you give up, so you doubt your inner knowing of what's been taking place here this entire time. You have evidence right in front of your face and they want to tell you that you don't, right? Just this weird psychological warfare. It's like they've done too much. Maybe they remember you to be somebody that you no longer are. Maybe you doubted yourself in the past. Maybe they formed these weapons against you without you even knowing it. Messed with your wiring, messed with your mind. For a lot of you, this is what caused you to finally wake up. No, I'm not seeing things in an irrational way. It's you. You're the crazy one, not me. Severe, layered forms of gaslighting have been used against a lot of you, and this is what you woke up to. Never underestimate just how far somebody will take it to stop your rise, because in doing so, it takes the spotlight off of everything that is ugly and disgusting and broken about them. They would rather come for you by any means necessary than have to face the demon that lurks within themselves. You have fought these battles alone in the physical world, but with an army of guides backing you up. And look at them, complete cowards. There's a whole group of them, and they haven't been able to stop you. Nothing. You don't have a scratch on you. Sure, you took some losses. Sure, you went through some hard times, but you're standing stronger now than you've ever been in your entire life, and they know it. They're scrambling. They're scared. And then right on the bottom of the deck, justice. Causes innocence to prevail. What do we have to close out the reading, please? 9 of Swords, Gemini energy at the crown to close out the reading. And again, this just followed what I said, because there you are, right? And then here they are, and there's your spirit guide swatting them off your back. Protection from the impious. And this Nine of Swords is really showing us very clearly where these people's mental faculties are right now. 7, 9, 10 of Swords, stepping into their own trap. So the psychological warfare they used against you is coming back on them tenfold. And see, these people still can't seem to recognize that everything that they form against you is immediately coming back on them. You know, sometimes karma can take a really long time to hit people, but this situation right now, where it's gotten to, is different because Spirit is here with you in this moment, dealing with the situation. It's come to an end now. So they're forming weapons against you right now, and it's immediately hitting them. It's not taking a couple of years. It's not taking, you know, a half a lifetime. It's immediate. Okay, I just heard because you're in the courtroom right now. It's like being in court with the enemy, right? And it's like they try to attack you right there in the courtroom. Everybody can see it. You don't have to wait to collect evidence. There isn't all this time that it takes to go through the justice system. It's immediate. Here we are. You have finally reached the end of this level, and you are preparing for a whole new chapter in your life. This is why we are seeing such an extreme message come through here, because it's to let you know that it's over. The divine has them surrounded. Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't matter what they do, it's over for them. All you need to do is stay prayed up, increase your meditative practices right now, stay strong, keep your head held high, and know that you are walking in perfect alignment with your path, and your North Star is shining right above you. The victory is yours. Now go and take what is yours by divine rights and enjoy the blessings that await you. All right, this is what I have for all of you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, also turn on your notifications. And if this reading resonates with you, drop a star or a comment down below. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care.